accepted in the Muslim world.
The Civil Rights Act.
I have come here tonight.
I still have a dream.
There have been some who have questioned why we're doing this training and why we're doing it now. And the reason we want to do it now is we want to do it before we have a huge issue. We want to do it before something blows up. But if you talk to the members of the transgender community, they already have issues. It's just that most of us don't see them.
Working with the trans community, I know that confrontations do occur, and there has been some instances also of violence against trans community, and we want to make sure that the law enforcement agencies are equipped to respond to those situations.
We're hopeful that this training will help to prevent hate crimes before they happen and help to change attitudes so that hate crimes don't happen.
I'm very excited about this training. I think it's a great opportunity for CRS to come to our state and make a positive impact within the LGBT community.
Although CRS could come in and do this training themselves, they suggested and we agreed that it would be much more meaningful if we had members of the transgender community who participated in the training.
You know, I lost my job. I was outed. I was in the closet, deep in the closet. I was outed, lost my job. I was battalion chief. I've been with that department for 18 years. Somebody came up with some pictures of me. That was it. I was done. Not only was I done, they wanted to investigate me for things that I didn't do. I was taken in by police officers and told I had no rights. This is something I'm good at. This is something that I can do. I've taught firefighters, I've taught police officers, I've taught EMTs, I've taught paramedics. Do I want this program to work? Absolutely. Because I don't want anyone else to go through those things that I did.
Well, I've started my transition 3 years ago, and I'm kind of a late bloomer. I'm 53 now, so I didn't start my transition until I was 50. I'm very excited about taking part in the training. I think it's important that they can interact with a transgender person and they can see a real live person that has the experience and that their information is coming from someone that knows the information and lives the information. I believe that law enforcement officers can benefit from this training because it's a very good way to break that barrier between the police officers and the transgender community.
Well, my journey from Tish to Tyler started when I was about, I would say about 6 years old. And, I knew something was different in me. I felt that it was important to take part in the training because they were interested in making sure that we were not discriminated against.
You, as law enforcement officers, you treat an individual the way you're supposed to do. You treat them just like it's your family.
This training is important for law enforcement officers so that we can understand that, everyone is important in this society. You don't want anyone to feel like they're being discriminated against. You want people to feel like they're protected. You want people to feel like they matter. So it's very important for someone to feel comfortable within themselves, within the communities that they reside in, and to feel safe.
My son is transgender, and I want him to be safe. He was born Michelle, a female, and really from 7 years old on did not fit the typical female stereotypes. Would not play with dolls, would not wear the color pink, would just cry if you put a bow in her hair. He's been living as a male for 5 years now. That child is still the same child. It's the same, he has the same thoughts, the same feelings, same emotions. So what? We call him Trace Instead of Michelle and so what, we say he instead of she. Really, that's the only difference. If he's ever in trouble, I want him to be able to turn to the police and know that they have been trained and that they can treat him with the respect that he deserves.
I think the training today went well. We have a lot of law enforcement officers from different communities here today, and I think that they're learning a lot. And they ask plenty of questions, I tell you.
There's a great need for this training in Mississippi, but there's also a great need for it throughout the United States and in every other state.
Because it's not just here in Mississippi that these tragedies are happening, it's throughout the United States. So I think it should be, widespread.
Community Relations Service is amazing. I had not heard of it before, and to know that there is a group out there that will come into a situation that is a high conflict situation and provide training and facilitation and mediation for these situations is amazing to me.